Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm. We are back with the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Here on the Elder Scrolls Online, we're going to be proceeding with finishing the last quest of Greymore today, or not Greymore, Blackwood today. And then we're going to get back into some other stuff and start working on cleaning up some other zones while we wait for the Deadlands to launch in 2 months. So we're going to get started with that. I'm still working on getting the dungeons for the next part of Gates of Oblivion set up so we can do them together. I'm hoping that'll be soon, but we don't know for sure yet. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're going to go talk to Reewish. If you might remember Reewish from Morrowind. He was the incompetent guy that got the bard killed and turned all the Qualma into gibbering monsters that killed a bunch of the miners.
Well, here's a turn of luck. It's me, Reewish. You helped me out of a scrape in Nisus some time back, remember? Qualma mine, tonal resonator, devoured bard, good times. Anyway, here we go again. You, me, and an experiment going poorly.
What's the experiment?
House Telvanni is funding a practical test of my latest invention, the phantasmal sensor. It exercises spirits, ghosts, and other spectral beings near instantaneously. The unquiet dead claim countless lives each season, but no longer.
What do you need me to do?
The porters and assistants I contracted with have been waylaid in Narcissus, some manner of food poisoning. I'm desperate for an extra set of eyes and hands to help with labor and preparations. Nothing dangerous, I assure you.
Very well, I'll help.
Oh, I'm so relieved you agreed to help. Before you arrived, I feared my overseers at House Telvanni really might... No matter. Tiras and I already set up a small field laboratory in the ruined Veyond. Meet us inside and we'll get started.
Can you tell me more about this phantasmal sensor?
Certainly. It's a wedding of Barrelzar's theories on the interactions of tonal and spectral forces with a resonance housing of my own design. Activating it should render any ghosts in proximity completely mute. A clever bit of engineering, I suppose.
You don't sound very excited about it.
What? No, I'm extremely excited about it. My superiors in Tel Naga called it a product of minor interest.
Minor interest.
Believe me when I say that's as robust an endorsement as I'm ever likely to earn. If the Telvanni Council thinks it's worthwhile, so do I.
Tell me about your pupil, Tiras.
Tiras is a junior oathman of House Telvanni. At this point in his education, he's obliged to accompany a spellwright like myself on a few field excursions. Sort of an apprenticeship. Honestly, in his case, it's just a formality.
What do you mean?
Tiras is an incredible talent, of the sort that only appears once in a generation. What's more, his family is extremely well connected. He lives the Telvanni creed effortlessly. I wager he'll be Archmagister one day. Really putting me on the spot, aren't you? There are aspects of Telvanni culture I find abhorrent. The practice of slavery being chief among them. We do what we can. When the only alternative is exile, it's complicated.
Can you tell me more about the phantasmal sensor?
Certainly.
Oh, we already did that.
Barrelzar's theories. What? No, I'm extremely
Why are you
excited
conducting
about
this
it.
experiment in
My
Veyond?
superiors When you're on a mission to quiet down restless ghosts, you go where the restless ghosts are. Angry spirits pile up in these alien ruins like weevils in a hollow log. Vec only knows why. I've never taken much interest in alien history.
Why couldn't you find restless ghosts in your homeland?
In Morrowind? I wouldn't think of it. Silencing an ancestor is blasphemous, even if some of them deserve it. Cersei can't let a visitation go by without complaining about her urn. We know you wanted purple. Get over it already. Right?
We know you wanted purple already. Get over it.
The magisters of the house will most certainly have opinions on this.
It's fine. I've helped him before.
to think of it, Revis, a crumbling ruin is an apt place for your final experiment with House Telvanni.
Somebody talks big.
Finally, we can get started. There's a lot riding on this experiment's success. So yes, let's all stay focused and diligent. And also very, very careful.
What do you need me to do?
I need you to paint some stabilizing runes around the area to reinforce the sensor's magics. They're not all that elaborate, I promise. But do be mindful. I'm not leaving anything to chance this time.
How do I paint these ruins?
Here are the materials in a template. I infuse the paint with ground soul gems to reinforce the rune's potency. At great personal expense, I might add. Right, Tyrus? There's no price too high for success. Try not to use it all right?
What will you and Tyrus do while I'm gone?
I have a few more calibrations to attend to. As for Tyrus, he'll probably, you know, observe. For educational purposes. You can speak with him if you have any other questions. Set guide you, my friend.
I could just imagine him, like, eye twitching, like, sipping from coffee. It's like, I'm not paid enough for this shit. Alright, I'll go paint those runes.
Remember, precision is of the utmost importance, so no loafing or dawdling, you. I'm sorry. We're supposed to use harsh declaratives like that to motivate people. Are you? Yeah, I can tell you're motivated.
I appear to be in the zone chat again. Hold on, I'll fix that.
The housing I created for the phantasmal sensor should contain the energies it releases well enough. I employed a fascinating helical boring technique invented by the dwarves of Arkingvand. I have all sorts of ideas. Sorry, that can wait.
So about those runes.
Right, sorry. The runes provide a stabilizing...
Hold on, I'm gonna have to... Wonder if I can finish that conversation now.
Precision, the housing I created for the phantasmals. Right,
Here we go.
Sorry. The runes provide a stabilizing aura to prevent any real spectacular tonal reactions or spectral anomalies. I triple-checked every aspect of the experiment, but a mage can never be too careful. Especially if that mage is me.
Have you had difficulties with this sort of thing in the past?
Difficulties? Ha, no, certainly not. I just place great emphasis on safety. Sure, there have been a few bumps along the way, but like the old wizards say, in the mountains of magical praxis, one never climbs in vain.
I've never heard that before.
Soul gem-infused runes slathered on alien walls. The poor condition of the stone combined with imprecise template virtually guarantees a lack of efficacy. What is Revis, an amateur? What am I saying? Of course he is.
Are you sure you're not an Altmer? You don't think that what Reewish is doing will work?
Finally, someone else makes an astute observation. Congratulations. You've just become the second smartest person in the room.
Murder!
The runes Revis wants painted will have, at most, a negligible impact. They're essentially just expensive vandalism.
Is that Reewish your teacher? Why are you talking about him like this?
Don't be thick. I have nothing to learn from the likes of Revis Demnevani. This is a mere formality. When I ascend to the council, I will make weeding out hedge mages like Revis my first priority.
Do the other Telvanni mages share your low opinion of Reewish?
Oh, yes. Revis knows where he stands with the Telvanni Council. On a precipice. And after today's nonsense, he will finally fall off.
Joe, is there any reason I shouldn't just do it? Will anybody miss him? Anybody miss him at all? Mark the wall. Oops, that was a mistake. Oops. The other one's upstairs as well. I totally... When I fell, it kind of threw things off.
They're coming for us.
I wonder, hold on. So that costs 2,089 magicka. That's like significantly more damage though. Let me experiment with that for a bit. It's been a while since I experimented with any new abilities. Wait, why can't I just... Wait, what? That was weird. Why couldn't I jump off that?
Ah, welcome back. The runes are in place, right? I'm anxious to begin the experiment.
Yes, I painted all the runes. What's next?
Excellent. By the three, can I just tell you how refreshing it is to hear a voice of support? Thank you. The next step is a bit more complicated. I need you to assist me with a phantasmal sensor's kindling sequence.
How do I do that?
These magical pylons provide the key. Fair warning, they can be a bit unruly, but the fundamentals are sound. Spectral energy will pass between them freely, but sometimes the crystals dislodge. If that happens, I need you to reattune them.
How will I know which pylon to attune?
Just pay attention to the energies flowing between them. If no spectral motes pass through one of the pylons, you'll know that's the one that needs fixing. I should warn you, if you try to attune a functional pylon, you might feel a mild shock.
Thanks for the warning. I'll keep my eyes on the pylons.
It's nice to have a willing pair of hands to assist me. Tyrus seems well acquainted with instruments like these. He could make a real contribution if he wasn't so set on observing all the time. I wish I could convince him to help. Oh well.
Of course, can you remind me what to do again?
Certainly. Just keep a close eye on the spectral energy leaping between the pylons. If you don't see any energies flowing to or from a pylon, then I'll need you to reattune it for me.
So there's actually a trick to do this without having to actually do the little puzzle. If you talk to him...
Aren't you supposed to be helping Reewish with this folly?
Reewish said, you know a lot about this sort of thing. Why aren't you helping?
Know a lot. I'd barely left the cradle when I erected my first arcane pylon. But if you're asking me to assist Reewish in this buffoonery, I'd sooner put trousers on a Vardvark. It's just as fruitless, but infinitely more adorable.
It's just... It sounds to me like that this might be beyond your abilities after all.
I suppose that's your attempt at being clever. Very well, I'll rise to the bait. The sooner we're done with this, the better. Know this, however. I'll not employ his silly whack-a-hackwing methodology. Witness a true mage in action.
Alright, we'll see what happens.
If you're quite finished, Reewish. An artless configuration, to be sure. Balancing the crystal resonance is simple enough. There, a perfect calibration. Much good may it do you.
It's working. Just a moment more and... What? Why isn't it... Good grief! Damn it all! I triple-checked the pylons last night. I field-tested the runes. I've read everything Barrelzar's ever written aside from his fetching diary, and it still doesn't work. Still! Why won't it work? It needs to work!
Just calm down, Reewish. Did we do something wrong?
No. No! You followed my instructions to the letter, and I practically killed myself proving out the theories in my laboratory back home. Literally. My eyebrows only recently grew back. It can't just be bad luck. I must have missed something.
Missed something like what?
Something in Beyond. Some arcane anomaly that disrupts the function of pylons. Of course, the ruin I choose to work in suffers from some heretofore unseen pylon scrambling hocus pocus. Just another day in the life of Revis Demnavani.
So what can we do to fix it?
Well, we need to find the source of the disturbance. Take Tyrus and explore the lower chambers. It shouldn't take him long to identify the culprit. Just make sure to keep him safe. If anything happens to him, my Kwama is well and truly cooked.
Alright, I'll help Tyrus find the source of the interference.
Right. I'll stay here and inspect the instruments. Again. If I didn't find any flaws the first 3 times, I doubt I'll find any now. But who knows? Maybe Tyrus is right. Maybe this is just a huge waste of time.
Yes, Tyrus thinks this is a waste of time, but what do you think?
What do I think? What does that matter? The Telvanni Council detests my work on dwemotonal mechanics. They want nothing to do with my study of rare eggs. The phantasmal sensor is the only thing I've ever created that won their approval.
Is the Telvanni Council's approval really that important?
Really that important? Well, of course it is. I'm a member of House Telvanni, for Vex's sake. If the Council drums me out, what would I do? Who would I share my theories with? No, once that door closes, it closes forever. It's unthinkable.
Do you think making the phantasmal sensor work would change their opinion of you?
Absolutely. Yes. Maybe. I don't know, but I have to try. Would I rather be poking around in a dwarven ruin, unraveling the mysteries of tonal architecture? Yes, but no one ever said arcane practice always leads to excitement.
You know, the phantasmal sensor actually reminds me of that thing that the Bard was using in...
Let's get this farce underway.
the Bard quest. It was actually pretty good.
Our maps of Beyond didn't depict this tunnel. Vex head. Be on your
I
guard.
don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Trolls! Hideous savage beast! Keep that brute away from me! There, in the distance, more alien masonry. Finally, no more mucking around the dirt like some clumsy salt rice farmer. There's a strange aura on the other side of this door. Can you feel it? What am I saying? Of course you can't.
I might be able to feel it. I am the mighty battle lizard.
Finally. Now then, these Vala stones are clouded. Some manner of arcane erosion. They must be the source of Revis's trouble. Destroying them in this state could generate an explosive burst of magicka, and draining their power is no small feat. Unless, of course, you happen to be me. Smash away, hero, and let's get out of this place.
Tyrus, the interference. I think it may come from clouded...
Vala stones? Indeed. The help and I already dealt with them. You're welcome.
Oh, well, thank you. Wait, does anyone else feel that?
Intruders? Get out! Get out!
It's an alien spirit.
Stand back, both of you. It's time for a true test of the phantasmal sensor.
Get it away from me! Back, you creature! I mean it!
Wait, Tyrus!
Uh-oh.
No! Ah!
Well, Tyrus is
If
gone.
take me, he's dead. Tyrus is dead. This is a catastrophe. What are we gonna do?
Slow down. What just happened?
I tried to use the phantasmal sensor to quiet that alien spectre, but Tyrus panicked and started to banish it with his own magic. His banishing spell mixed with the sensor's power and whoosh, snuffed out like a candle. I'm doomed.
Are you sure he's dead? He just vanished, right?
Just vanished. Yeah, sure, just vanished. To the afterlife. This is classic Reewish, you know. I'm a pox. I'll just need a moment to think about what I'm going to tell the house about Tyrus and the sensor, wherever it flew off to.
I'll find the sensor. You take a moment.
What is happening to me?
Oh, Tyrus. Even now I can hear him in my mind, haunting me.
I can hear it in my mind, haunting me.
I can't. Help me! Use the sensor!
Tyrus, he's not gone after all. Please forgive me, Sarah. While I was wallowing in self-pity, you were out here trying to clean up
I
my
can even
mess.
hear his voice,
And by the
yes.
three, Tyrus still lives, or exists at any rate. What happened when you found him?
He told me to use the phantasmal sensor. After I did, he disappeared.
Along with the clouded Vala stones. Interesting. The sensor might have prompted some kind of animus inversion. The specifics can wait. Whatever happened, he's still aware of his surroundings. He might be able to fix this.
I'll still take this over a caffeinated bear at any time. How do we do that?
We? No. I've done enough damage. I'll come along, offer scholarly advice and such. But you're the only person I trust to see this through. The first step is finding Tyrus. His soul seems bound to the ruin and these stones.
So how do we find him?
The clouded Vala stones are sort of thickening the magical fabric of this place. A soul like Tyrus's would cause ripples. Allow me to make a small modification to the sensor. There. If you use it now, it should illuminate Tyrus's path.
You sure you don't want to do this yourself? You created the sensor in the first place.
I've proven beyond shadow of a doubt that I can't be trusted with that thing. For anyone who is not me, using the sensor is quite simple. Activate it, and a mote of spectral energy should coast toward Tyrus. Just follow the mote.
What do we do when we find Tyrus?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Best to focus on navigating the ruin. I seriously doubt that Bayon's shown us all its nasty surprises.
Follow the mote of energy. Follow the phantasmal mote. Follow the phantasmal mote. We're off to see the lizard, the wonderful lizard of Oz. That is because. Or, whatever a lizard there was. Because the lizardy things he does. Do. We're off to see the lizard, the wonderful lizard of Oz.
I can't any longer!
Tyrus, and more clouded Vala stones. By the three. Were the aliens selling them wholesale? I'll probably regret this, but I'll try to attune the stones. You push them out of position. Maybe that will set him free.
No, not enough!
I know that did not look like a success, but I think I know what's happening.
Oh.
These clouded Vala stones. The aliens wouldn't have carved imperfect stones in this quantity by accident. There's intention here. They're meant to attract spectral energy like moths to a flame. That's why we keep finding Tyrus among them.
How does that help us save Tyrus?
Well, it doesn't just yet, but we're definitely onto something. The sensor can banish the stones, and my attunement spell can stabilize them long enough to dislodge them safely. You are one step closer to fixing this.
So what do we do now?
You? What do you do now? Keep tracking Tyrus. I'll try to puzzle out a way to use the sensor and attunement spell to restore Tyrus's corporeal form. We have to move quickly, though. If we don't reach him soon, critical animus decay might set in.
That sounds bad.
That's because it is bad. Let's pick up the pace, all right?
Alright, let's keep searching for Tyrus. Follow the phantasmal moat. Follow the phantasmal moat. Follow, 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 follow the phantasmal moat. We're off to see the lizard, the wonderful Lizard of Oz. There is a little lizard of was. Lizard of was because the lizardy things he does. He's like Miri's just like, shut up, Sarah.
I hope you're watching.
It's so close!
I think I know what's going on. Tyrus is trying to resist the pull of the clouded Vala stones, but his strength is waning. Luckily, he's running into these smaller stone clusters, sort of like falling out of a tree and hitting all the branches on the way down.
So where will he end up?
I'm wagering there is a greater load of this clouded glass somewhere in the ruin. A stockpile or something that dwarfs these other Vala stones in size, potency, or both. Tyrus should eventually find himself there.
What will happen when he reaches this load?
I can't imagine it will be pleasant, but with enough of the clouded glass in one place, we might be able to create a large enough resonance to restore Tyrus's corporeal form. You using the phantasmal sensor, and me using the attunement spell.
You're going to help?
I have to. Without my attunement spell, the sensor could banish Tyrus for good. I can't hide from this forever. I am a mage. Hapless and clumsy, perhaps, but a mage all the same. I owe it to Tyrus, to you, and to myself to try.
Alright, let's find Tyrus and this load you mentioned.
This plan will work, right? Of course it will work. Just follow that moat.
You seem to be in much better spirits.
I am. It might be a bit morbid, but all this dashing around and puzzle solving, it's why I love being a wizard. I'd nearly forgotten that with Tyrus and House Telvanni pushing me around. We all have to follow our bliss, right? Mine's in old ruins.
As long as it doesn't get a bard eaten again, we're good.
Aeum's mercy. Tyrus is fading faster. Quickly, just smash these stones and we'll hope for the best.
Miri, you think you could smash one of these stones? Huh?
There. Now, use the sensor. We have to find the central load.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
This is it. Next head. It's not a cluster of glass. It's an entire well. All right. Let's go over the plan.
Oh gosh.
We were looking for a pile of clouded glass, and instead, We found a limitless font of unstable magicka. Shame we have to destroy it. But let's be honest, I would have found a way to accidentally destroy it before long. Are you ready to save Tyrus?
Yes, what do I need to do?
First, we need to replicate the original event. Aim the phantasmal sensor at him and unleash its power. While you're doing that, I'll cast the attunement spell. Weaving the two together should dislodge his animus and restore his corporeal form.
How confident are you that this will work?
Much less confident than you'd like.
I see.
If it's any consolation, most magisters aren't certain of a hypothesis until they test it. Our test just happens to have the potential for cataclysmic results.
Cataclysmic results?
Discharging spells and jangling magic sensors in front of an unstable well could prove explosive. But nothing is certain. Magic is more art than science. At least that's what I tell myself in situations like this.
What are the chances that this goes wrong?
7 in 10? Give or take.
Oh gosh.
Faced worse odds before though. Right? Come on, hero. Let's do some heroing.
Yeah, that's not a word, and I don't like those odds.
It's working. We did it. Tyrus, are you all right?
Revis! I'm alive. Thank you. AM's mercy. I thought I was dead. I never should have cast that. The ghost was there and I just panicked.
Oh, dear.
There, Tyrus.
Why don't we head back to camp, all right?
Yeah, let's get out of here. We're done with this ruin. Whee!
I'm writing the Magister straight away, Revis. You will receive accolades aplenty.
Oh, that's, very generous, Tyrus. Thank you. Well, this is unexpected. I'd resolved to spend the rest of my life in exile, but now Tyrus is singing my praises. Do you think he hit his head or something? I guess anyone can have a change of heart when they have a brush with fate like this.
What happened now?
Hopefully, Tyrus's testimonial will earn me some latitude with House Telvanni. Not enough to rise in rank, mind you, but enough to keep them off my back for a while. None of this would have been possible without you. Thank you, Sarah. Safe travels, my friend. And if you ever find yourself in Nisus, feel free to drop by.
Are you planning on going back to Morrowind soon?
As soon as I can, yes. The sensor was always a means to an end. Tyrus's letter should give me the boost I need to continue my real work. Rare eggs, dwarven machines, vegetable conjuring, all the bizarre obsessions that House Telvanni scored.
Do you think Tyrus's letter will solidify your position in the house?
Ha! No. I'm far too clumsy to evade the Telvanni Council's contempt for long. But we have to treasure the time we have, right? I'm sure I'll make some really worthy discoveries before they start nosing around in my work again.
Either three, this whole business really opened my eyes. I always thought true wizardry happened in the laboratories and libraries of Tel Naga. But magic is messy. It's dangerous. A second's hesitation can mean death. Revis taught me that.
The experience seems to have really changed your outlook.
How could it not? When faced with even the slightest peril, I panicked. Rather than listening to my teacher, I cast a spell that turned my animus inside out. An experience like that would change anyone. Then there's the matter of my rescue.
What do you mean?
Any other Telvanni wizard would have left me there without a moment's hesitation. House politics are cruel, but when faced with the prospect of death or professional ruin, Reewish saved me anyway. I can guarantee you, I would not have
I would not have done the same. Ouch. Will you share these lessons with your kinsfolk in the house?
I will try. Members of House Telvanni are stubborn, but true greatness comes from learning. This was a difficult but necessary lesson.
Alright, and that is it for Blackwood. We are done. Well, there's 4 way shrines. What? What do you mean there are 4 way shrines left? Where are the way shrines? Okay, apparently I've missed some way shrines, so we're actually going to go get those way shrines. No, wait, I have Blackwood Crossing. What? Okay, hold on, we're going to have to go take care of this because that's not right. I've got those way shrines marked on my map. They're, for some reason, not being listed under my completion. Oh, Zosh, your game is bugged again. Oh, this one of the Iliad wells. Let me go pick that up. Nice, congrats. What kind of super boss is it? Like a giant dragon, or a giant zombie, or a giant penguin? Giant dragon. Okay, that is definitely not supposed to happen, but okay. Alright, and I need Hultenzill and Volrak to get everything back in order. Blackwood, you can't just let me leave in a timely manner, can you? Alright, that's got everything fixed. Alright, let's check the journal and see where we're sitting quest-wise. Oh, we do have one quest to complete in... Oh, I was going to do that off-screen and forgot to do it. Oops. Oh, well, let's go ahead and do it real quick. So, you weren't here last week, Joe, but we picked up some crow eggs from a dungeon that belonged to the Blackfeather Court. We have 2 choices. We can turn over the eggs so that way they can be hatched into new members of the Blackfeather Court, or we can turn them in to be destroyed. Should we destroy the eggs, or should we turn them in to be hatched? They're crow eggs. They're eggs created by Nocturnal, the Night Mother. The crows have some minor Daedric abilities. You may remember we've teamed up with the Blackfeather Court on a couple occasions. Kill them now. Chapel of Zenithar.
You return. Did you have any luck in Arpenia? You do not look any worse for wear, which is a comfort. Do you have...
I found the crow eggs.
Wonderful. Give them to me, and I will see to it that they are destroyed. Nocturna will not have these servants. You have helped cleanse the world of her influence, even in just a small amount. I thank you.
Here.
Thank you. Rest assured, I will destroy them immediately. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. You have done a great deed today. Please, speak to Dietm Jas for your reward. I arranged everything with him.
Right. Go turn in this quest, and then we will decide what we're gonna do next. I should probably just do this quest real quick too. This is just like a really quick thing to start off the daily quest in Blackwood.
So many new faces in the city. Are you here about the notice? We can use the help. If you need work and aren't concerned about risks, then we should talk. As a representative of Leowin, I can assure you that this is all above board.
What sort of work are you hiring for?
Oh no, not me personally. I work for Leowin's Chamber of Legates. These days, I'm more of an administrator. Have been since the time of the Longhouse Emperors. Speak to Dietm Jas or Britta Silenus. They hire adventurers for dangerous jobs on a daily basis.
Alright, how do I sign up for one of these jobs?
If you prefer to work alone, see Dietm Jas. He's got odd tasks, but they pay well. If you're interested in group tasks, talk to Britta Silenus. Group work is dangerous. Bring friends. Here's a modest advance to show you that we're serious about these efforts.
90 gold is a modest advance.
Remember, see Dietm Jas for jobs you can handle on your own, or Britta Silenus for jobs that require groups of heroes. You will be paid handsomely for every task you complete.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Were you successful in the task I gave to you?
Yes, I gave the eggs to Rugrel to destroy.
I am sure he was pleased. I have no personal stake in the matter, so I assume you did what you thought was best. I will be sure to seek you out again if those two need you to go egg hunting once more. Here is your payment. Thank you for your work. You look like you can handle yourself. Care to explore a bit of Blackwood and make some gold along the way? I have a job for you.
Not right now.
Fancy yourself a friend to all.
I'll work on those. I'll do those off screen because how much to... Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. They take quite a bit of time, and honestly, they're not plot essential. So I do those. I do those dailies off screen usually. I have been doing some dailies on him in other regions. All right, we are done here. Let's take a look at the journal and see what we've got outstanding. We've got one quest in Clockwork City that's going to send us to Coromont. Got a couple in Bankurai to turn in. Got some quests on... Aradon's probably where we should go and finish up there. Brush with Death. Oh, right, I picked that up when I was doing another quest. The Great Tree, Groftwood. Zone Story. Beneath the Surface. Oh, and I got these two quests in Western Skyrim to turn in. Breaches on the Bay. Oh, right. It's time to start working on the Sujic Order quest line, too. I've forgotten about that completely. Oh, yeah, I think I decided to wait on that. Alright, let's go turn in these quests in Western Skyrim. Because that'll be quick and simple. Let's see. I've got a couple locations left not finished. That's weird. Which locations are left? Oh, the giant camps and the Great Lift. Okay, that makes significantly more sense because I thought I had done all the major quests. So I've got a couple sky shards to find in the region too. Alright, we're going to work on finishing some stuff in Western Skyrim then. But before we go, I'm going to go ahead and change into my warm clothes.
Those tremors and shakes, I heard it was a vampire ritual of some sort in the northern caverns.
That's it. As soon as I can get out of this contract.
You again? What, you fancy me or something?
Do you know Inguya? I found these samples near her body.
You saying she's dead? Damn. She was a fine-looking Nord girl. Shame that happened. She, leave a note or anything? Not like in that way, but maybe she had some feelings for me. I know she fancied me, even if she didn't say so.
She left a letter to her lover. It wasn't you.
It was that damn Kelbarn, wasn't it? Always mooning over her. Never thought she'd be stupid enough to fall for him. Well, just give me the samples. I'll pay you for the trouble.
She didn't like either of you. Take your samples.
You take your money and get out of here. A shame Nguya won't be coming around anymore. I liked when she was nearby, if you know what I mean. If you're going to tell me someone else is dead, better make it worth my time.
I found a note from someone named Adanzada. She had a bag of mining samples for you.
The cat? Where is she? Oh, I can see in your eyes. She's gone. This note say anything?
That you won't see her again and that you should wash the dishes.
Knew I couldn't trust her. Job gets hard and she runs out. Yeah, just like her to leave the dishes to me, damn cat. Fine, I'll take the samples and pay you for the news.
Here's the samples and her letter.
Here's your pay. Now get out of here. I got work to do. These samples need to be tested, and there's some damn dishes to wash. Walk off, pal. No time for useless chat.
You're not very friendly.
Oh, boo-hoo. Mining is expensive and hard. It's even harder down here. Miners only survive when they're tough. How about you take your friendly and move along?
He's as pleasant as ever. Alrighty, we're gonna go upstairs. Not like that. We're gonna go to the upstairs. Which way shrine do I have
Off
left
we
to
go.
find? No, I don't have the Northern Watch way shrine? No, I do have. It's one. It's okay. So there's something up with the. There's something up with the thing right now where it's not tracking progression properly. That's weird. It's got to be some new bug. Hopefully it's just way shrines being affected. It's not like sky shards and stuff too. That would get annoying very quickly. Don't mind me, I don't want to pick a fight. I'm just going to get the sky shard and then I'll be out of your sight. Let's see, there's one in Darkmoon Grotto, there's one on the outer walls of Greymoor Keep, so 2 down the downstairs, and these 3 are on the upstairs. I know where the one at the Hawk Altar, and I know one by the Dragon Belly, but Jarl Ulfwin's Hall I'm not sure on. Okay, I know where I need to go for that one. Alright. First things first, we'll get... There's Dragon's Belly, and the Sky Shard will be right nearby, and I'll also take care of one of the crafting stations. At least I don't actually have any quests to do here. This is just like exploration, so this won't take too long. Okay, that's not normal. That's not normal at all. That's not supposed to be possible. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that. But if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the ruin where you go to get the Jagged Crown in Skyrim. I may be mistaken, but it looks a lot like it. gonna head to the way shrine. We'll jump to the next location. Since we're in the area, we'll go ahead and do this real quick. Okay, we need to get the cheese. I'd prefer not to have to kill a bunch of giants to get it. No, 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 no! Ah, drat.
Alchemy practice.
Mary, why do you have to be so gosh darn picky? Yeah, definitely don't grab a torch bug when you have Miri out, because she will freak out. That was quick. There should be a sky shard right back here somewhere. There it is. I think the next two, yeah, the next, hold on, there's one more sky shard on the upstairs and there's two on the downstairs, so. Been a while since we've been to West. It's been about a year since we've been to Western Skyrim. We came here last year when Greymoor was new. We completed the DLC and we moved on right before, we moved on a little ways before Markarth came out, so we were doing other things when Markarth launched. So, I think we were working on Murkmire, and then because Murkmire kind of glitched, so we couldn't finish Murkmire, so we ended up working on Hrothgar, and then jumping into Markarth, and then jumping back into Hrothgar afterwards. And then we finished Murkmire when they finally fixed the bug that was making Hrothgar mess up. Or not Hrothgar, Murkmire mess up. There was a bug with the main story quest that prevented us from completing the main story, because we couldn't get past the Dreaming Tree. There was like an invisible wall that was preventing us from proceeding, and it was very, very annoying.
There's trouble brewing here. Stay alert.
There it is, the hunter's house. It's a buyer. A big, strong buyer. Excuse me. I can see Solitude in the distance. The divines are watching over us. No, they're not. Not in that spot, anyways. Interesting tidbit. This Stormhawk altar later on is a shrine to Talos. They actually changed this altar later on to a shrine to Talos, but right now it's called the Stormhawk altar. Okay, so that just leaves the 2 sky shards in the downstairs, but we got a couple locations in the upstairs left to take care of. I'm not going to bother with the giant camps, so... What's with this random boat in the middle of the waterway? Here's the lighthouse. However, you cannot go into the lighthouse this time, so you can't sabotage the lighthouse like you can in Skyrim. So. There it is, Skyrim Master Explorer. Woo. Since we're here, we're going to go ahead and take care of this.
Alright, that's right for money.
Alright, where are we at now? Alright, we need 2 more locations. We'll just go ahead, run over here and grab that way shrine since we're right next to it. Get it marked back on my map again. I'm gonna have to check my other characters and see if they've had a similar problem with their way shrines. Not that it really matters, because they're still... I mean, it's extra experience I'm getting for free, which is totally busted, but you know. Let's see, there is 1 giant camp left and the Great Margaret Cavern. We may as well go ahead and take care of that last giant camp. I know where it's located. And like, it's literally like right there. There was absolutely no reason not to just go and do this real quick. That's it. That's the last of the Giant Cheese Connoisseur achievement. fix my gear real quick. Alright, into the underground we go. See, this first sky shard we want is right over there. Boom. Can't go that way. Whee, that was not right. Alright, and the other one is the Dark Moon Grotto. Is that what this one is over here? No, it's a lightless hollow. Dark Moon... Oh, I know where this one is. It's down over here. Alright, so we have one more thing before we head down over there. There's the lift over in this area we need to do, and that'll be the last of the locations that needs to be marked. By the way, that's one of my houses over there. I almost just fell to my death. That's actually one of my houses. I actually own that house. It's for my vampire character specifically, but you know. I mean, anybody could live there. You don't have to be a vampire to live there, but that's who I choose to have live there. Reewish hasn't actually got his own house, which is...
I really don't like your odds.
There we go. That's the last location. Yep, Black Reach Breacher discovered. Alright, let's go to the Way Shrine, go get that last sky shard, and we can GTFO. And on to the next location. Woo! Yeah, I'm just working on getting some of the areas cleaned up where I've got most of the quests done. I just needed to find the remaining stuff. So that way I'm getting some progress made on the completion charts. I might get a group and do Hero Storms eventually, but the Hero Storms in Skyrim are so rarely done these days that if you don't have your own group, you're not going to complete them because there's nobody just does them right now. So, like, if I ever come back and do the, the thingamajiggers, I'll need to get a group to come with me so that way we can take care of it. The Hero Storms. The Hero Storms is what I meant. Hold on, where is that? There it is, I see it. Okay, that's a neutral wisp. I don't have to kill it. Alright, that's it. We're done here. Alright, let's check... Let's check the reach. We have 1 point of interest, and that's Vardastron Hollows is the other major location, which we're not going to bother with. The world boss is the one on the downstairs. What's the location? Is that the one on the downstairs? Yep, Miss Gloom Thicket. Okay, we can easily find that. And then we'll be done with the reach as well. So let's go knock out the reach. Let's see. This is the Arknasard Caverns. We need to go here. There we go. That's the reach. Oh, wait. It says I haven't completed the delve. What? That's weird. No, I've completed this delve. Maybe it's because I haven't discovered this entrance. Maybe that's why it's blacked out. Let me ride down here and discover this entrance real quick. I know for a fact I've completed this delve. Okay, there we go. Now it's white. Yeah, Gloom Reach is one of those places that has multiple entrances. It's got an upstairs entrance and a downstairs entrance, so... Alright, so we've wrapped up the areas that I can easily finish. So I think we're completely finished with Somerset, aren't we? Everything except for world bosses, lore books, and abyssal geysers. So next we'll be returning to Aradon, and we'll be working on finishing up. Oh my goodness, I got so much stuff left to do in Aradon. 7 locations. Yeah, I barely scratched the surface on Aradon. But we did get the main quest done, so... This is done. 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 We did Skyreach, or Skywatch, we did Erosian Isle. We did Madison. Yep. Okay, so we need to do Salison. And we need to do this area down in here. Okay. So I believe we were working our way from the north to south. So we'll continue that for now. So we'll go ahead and return to here, and we'll continue south from here. Alright, welcome back to Aradon, everybody. We'll probably be here for a little while, so... Let me see. Oh, they've actually put the lore books back on the map. There might be a lore book right over here. There is a lore book right here. Oh, they did put the lore books back on the map. Thank goodness. It's been really annoying trying to get the lore books without them being on the map lately. No, 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 no! Come on! Come on, game! Let me get back up. Alright, so we already have this lore book, because that's pretty sure that's where that lore book was supposed to be, is right there, so... Alrighty. There is a... So we need to actually... The more efficient way would be to jump to... Oh, actually, do I have that sky shard that's over here? Hold on. Let me go see if I have that sky shard over here. If I do, we'll be good to go. If not, we'll need to grab that real quick before we move on. Contemplation Overlook. Yep, we got that one. Okay, good. So we can move on to... We want to go here first, so we'll go ahead and go back to the Way Shrine. And then we're going to jump to do the ruins, and then we'll head north temporarily just to get that next place done. I have a plan of attack. It's not a great plan, but it's working, so... Honestly, the best plan would have been to have done all this when I was originally doing it, but I was trying to rush through the story because we only had a couple of weeks until Blackwood came out, and I wanted to get this story out of the way because I thought it would be necessary to the plot of Blackwood, and apparently it wasn't, so, I mean, it could be part of Deadlands, I suppose. But we would have had a lot more time to have finished Aradon. I could have taken my time and worked my way through a bit more. Oh well, we won't be in such a rush again in the future, I hope. Oh hey, this person's got a quest for us. What you got for us?
Been waiting for you. The boss sent me. Need to deal with this inheritance situation now that you put Estri in the ground.
The boss?
Razumdar, of course. We found a list of 4 names. Veiled Inheritance operatives at the highest level, now on the run from Dominion forces.
What's the order?
These Mer have been sentenced to death. Find them and carry out the order. We have records of their last known location. That should help. Return with proof of their demise, if you please.
I'll do what I can.
Use the list to track them down. Good luck, and show no mercy.
Who are my targets?
Karule, their rapid action planner. Kalanye, their woman on the inside of the Fighters Guild. Helenel, racial purity advisor. behind several documented attacks on Bosma and Khajiit.
Who's my final target?
Arianas, strange one. Haven't heard her name linked to any particular crime. Rumor is that she's a personal friend of Estri's. Most likely a highly placed agent, but no idea about her area of expertise.
You work with Roz?
I'm an eye, same as you. The island's lousy with us right now. We need to get people talking, learn where the Heritance got their support.
What do you mean?
The Heritance is massive. Arms and armor, food, logistics, supplies. Estri was going for the big win. Who supplied them? Who provided those weapons and armor? We have a lot of hard questions to ask in the coming weeks.
Yeah. So we will work on this in addition to the other stuff that we are working on, because we still have more. This area's got quite a bit before we succeed in pacifying it. Tellinger the Artificer.
When you're done sorting the relics, you can begin on the translations. Ah, at last. You must be here with my supplies. Just put the ink and delicate items in the tent here. You can begin unloading the bulk goods with my assistance.
Sorry, I don't have any supplies for you. What's going on here?
Truly? This is the last time I trust an order to that Bosma. It fits, though. His doing has been one disaster after another. First the spirits, now the supplies. And to top it off, my top scholar and her team are missing.
Some people are missing?
Stars, yes. Derwin and her team are somewhere in the ruins looking for the Malari Mora. They're long overdue. If you're not here with supplies, perhaps you'd go look for them.
I'll look for your missing people.
Best case scenario, they found the Mora. I don't want to think about the worst case. Too many variables.
Who are you again?
What a curious question. But if you insist, I am Tellinger the Artificer, a renowned genius, author, and explorer. Esduin is my latest endeavor. I will bring further glory and honor to the Mages Guild.
Why are you here?
I've come in search of the Malari Mora. I'll present it to the council and reap the rewards.
Is that the artifact you mentioned?
Quite attentive, yes. The Malari Mora is an ancient relic, a talisman. Its power took the lives of everyone here, cursed their immortal souls.
The spirits have been here ever since?
No, actually. They weren't here when we arrived. Though it's merely conjecture, I believe someone has rediscovered the Mora. The disturbance of the talisman has caused the bound dead to stir.
Who is Anduin? Although Reewish totally knows who she is, but we're going to play dumb, I guess.
She used to be one of my prize students, very accomplished. She's now a high-ranking member of the Mages Guild, the Master of Incunabula. She oversees the Arcaneum in Skywatch.
What is she doing out here?
Assisting me, of course. Derwin is a true seeker of knowledge. She may care for her books, but research in the field is her first love.
What was that word? Incabil? Incabil?
Incunabula. She oversees research and training, a coveted position. One that most of my students aspire to, but few will obtain.
Okay. Aside from Anwen's team, is anyone else out there?
Yes, now that you mention it. Serinque, one of my students, said something about freeing the spirits. She's nowhere near as analytical as Derwin. I think she's down at our forward camp. I'm sure she's fine.
All right. Actually, that's the one I'll want marked on my map. Speaking of the Mer, there she is.
The magical lattice can be disrupted. Fair day. How goes the translations? Wait, you're not one of Tellinger's students?
No, I'm not.
A fair day indeed. I'm studying the spirits that now haunt these ruins. I believe they can be released, sent on to their final reward.
Thank you for the follow.
Perhaps you'd be willing to help with an experiment.
Perhaps, what do I need to do?
Take this crystal. I've etched a series of micro-runes onto its surface. Weaken the spirit's hold on the physical world, and then focus your will. That should sever the spirit's hold on Nirn. Allow it to pass into Aetherius.
I'll give it a try.
My talents do not lie in the brute application of spell power. Otherwise I would be at your side. Field experimentation is fascinating.
What was that about micro runes and focusing my will?
Much of magic is in the detail. These spirits should not be here. Their presence is inherently fragile. With manipulations of the magicka field around you, your will can carry the punch of a warhammer.
Miri, I'm going to banish you temporarily because you're going to kill them before I get a chance to use the ability on them. And I would rather not have to do this longer than I have to.
You've lifted my curse. I'm free to seek my rest.
Set it ablaze!
The curse, it's gone. I owe you my freedom. Thank you.
Can it be? Free from the curse of the Malari Mora?
The Malari Mora no longer binds me. Thank you.
I thought this my spiritual grave. Thank you for giving me freedom.
Can it be? You've undone my curse. I thank you, brave one.
Everybody's so grateful.
Light it up!
The Malari Mora no longer binds me here. Free of the curse.
What's this? The curse is gone? My freedom has returned.
Curse is gone. Finally, I'm at peace. Thank you.
A weight has been lifted, and peace will be mine. Thank you.
Traveler, I must speak with you. Meet me at the vault entrance on the ruin's edge.
I will, as soon as I've helped Anduin.
You're not dead. That makes you my new friend.
Talenter sent me.
Thank the stars for that, old man. Canny is hurt, and some of my team members have been taken. We need to get her back to camp. Now that you're here, we can make a break for it.
Who took your team members?
Some of the spirits appeared, grabbed my researchers, and then vanished. We need to get into the Undercroft. It's the only place I can think they'd be.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Perhaps. We were out there looking for runes. Combined, these runes form a key. We only need 2 more. Take a look, and I'll meet you at the entrance of Esduin's Undercroft.
I'll get them and meet you there. Or you can come back out now. Oops, that was a mistake. You can come back out now, Miri. Or you would if I wasn't in a fight.
Get back, you fetcher!
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
You're so sassy, Miri. Also, I'm going to start working off screen on getting her friendship up so I can do the quest involving her loyalty. So I'm going to work on that off screen. Start working on getting her loyalty up.
I felt the curse drawn back to these ruins, just as I felt your touch release them back to Aetherius.
Who are you?
I am Quaronadil, once a member of the proud Dur family, now lashed to the face of Nirn by shame. I had the misfortune to call Asanyon Dur my brother.
Why did you reach out to me?
Esduin was home to many powerful mages when I walked beneath the sky. Within this vault lies a magical lattice, very similar in function to the crystal you now hold. Only much, much more powerful.
Sir and Quinn could use it to free all the spirits then?
Just so. There is one obstacle to overcome. A puzzle that defends the ancient mage's spellwork. 13 tiles surround a chest within. The correct 4 must be activated to access the lattice.
I'm here to help. You must have some idea which tiles to activate.
Knowing the mage, I only have my best guess. The tiles represent the great constellations. He held the guardian constellations in high regard. The mage, the thief, and the warrior.
Well, that gives me 3 out of the 4,
Good
so...
luck, traveler. The lattice may be the last hope for the fallen.
Why are you helping me?
The shame Asanyon brought to my line grounds me to Nirn. I have hoped for centuries to somehow undo his folly.
You're not trapped the way the other spirits are, then?
No. I saw the growing madness within my brother and had to act. I spoke with the guard of Skywatch, but not in time to save the targets of his zealotry. And not in time to stop the slaughter of every soul in Esduin.
You tried to stop him. Why are you ashamed?
You don't understand. I stood beside my brother for months as the cult grew here. I could have ended his madness at any time. Instead, like a coward, I stayed my hand. Behold the cost.
Alright, so the stones are actually on the wall. The warrior, the thief, the mage. The last one is the serpent. So let's find the warrior first. The warrior, the thief, the mage, the serpent.
Fascinating.
Indeed.
You've returned, and with the spell lattice?
Yes, I see you've met, I'm not going to try to say his name. We're going to call him Quar. I see you've met Quar.
He came to me and spoke to me about my crystal. When he told me you were retrieving the lattice, I found my courage and followed Quaron out here. You still have the micro-etched crystal I gave you?
Yes, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
This lattice is an elegant extension of the principles the crystal uses. By enmeshing it within the lattice, it will amplify the power of the crystal. It will free these spirits of the Malari Mora's curse.
I hope it works here.
Wish me luck.
Look, it's working. Almost there. You did it. I can feel it.
Incredible. Did you see that? Unfortunate that the crystal lattice was destroyed in the process, but it served its purpose well.
So it worked?
Yes, can't you feel it? The spirits still remain, but in time they will learn they are free to move on.
Yep, if you look, the spirits are neutral now. They're no longer enemies, which is the main reason I finished that first.
I made a bet with Hunfarin on the way back to camp. Did you find the runes? That Mer owes me 5 gold. You've done well. Just a moment, and I'll assemble the key.
Do you really think your researchers are in there?
I hope so. If they're not worth thinking about right now.
Let's go inside. Let's get inside.
This will be quick. There. It's done. Let's go. Now to find the others.
Also, as a quick housekeeping thing, there will not be a session or a stream next week. I will be busy next week, so there will definitely be no stream. So
the spirits have not been.
I tried to stop him. I couldn't. I couldn't help Urikanta. He's here. He's tracked the others. He's using their souls to form the gate. You have to stop him.
What gate are you talking about?
The gate opens onto a shard of Aetherius. Without the soul-binding rituals, the gate will close.
Who is Unikar?
He was one of us. One of Tellinger's students. Tellinger cast him out. Urikanta is here. He's the cause behind all of this.
What gate are you talking about?
The gate opens onto a shard of Aetherius. Without the soul-binding rituals, the gate will close.
How can I destroy the gate?
Take my amulet. It should let you see, touch Aetherius. You'll have to make a decision. Break the bindings, or kill the students.
What are thirsters?
Just the overlay with Aetherius has allowed powerful spirits into the Undercroft. They're what brought us down here in the first place. Be careful. If one gets a hold of you, you could get pulled in yourself.
Alright, so we have a choice to make. We can either kill the students, or we can try to save them. Which one should we do, Joe?
I'm going to tend to Meldil. We'll move to the room just behind me. We should be safer in there. Of course, but speak quickly. It's a name we're all trying to forget. Urikanta is very close. Was very close to me. Tellinger cast him out of the guild, and forbade him to use magic again.
What did he do?
He couldn't understand that power has to have limits. That some costs.
No, they're not enemies.
You can see here what he's willing to do for a taste of power.
Medil mentioned a place called Aetherius. What is that?
How long do you have? I'm sorry, this is just not the place for a protracted metaphysical conversation.
Gotcha, saving them.
It may be enough to say that Aetherius is the spirit realm, the land of the dead.
He also spoke of a shard of Aetherius.
I can't begin to guess, not without more information, but the use of the Malari Mora, it may have twisted, broken off a part of the spirit world. If a mage were to gain access to such a place, the power, that sounds like Urikanta.
Alrighty, let's get started. So we have to be careful. If we get struck by the Soul Thirster, we'll get stuck in Aetherius, sucked into Aetherius.
Help me. Oh, please, help me.
Into the spirit realm. Okay, that's one saved.
Stars guide you. If no spell to help you along the way.
Help me.
Wait, I didn't enter the spirit world.
Help me.
This spell will help you move past the spirits.
Thank goodness for being able to teleport. Miri, cover me. Alright, one more to go.
A token of my thanks.
Oh, shoot. I am so sorry. That was an accident. I hate when that happens. I'm sorry, I accidentally killed one of them. I was clicking too fast. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
By the light of Oriel, you've returned.
The plan has failed.
You are a capable sort. Stars guard your steps. I'm going to get us out of here. Put a stop to this madness. Find Urikantar and end him.
I'll deal with him. Come on, Miri. Let's show them what the Ebonheart Pact is capable of.
Challenger's latest pawn approaches. Hold a moment before we continue the game. The old Mer and I have played the game for some time now. So sad to see another soul caught between us.
I've come for the Madeira Moria.
Of course you have. He can't possibly let me go. Can't possibly let me succeed. It no longer matters. After you're dead and gone, I'll find new vessels. Draw forth the power I need from them.
I don't plan to die.
And I hadn't planned to be here. I planned to take over from the old Mer and perform the light binding with Derwin. Instead, look at me. This is my last chance for a legacy, to own and control a shard of the Arthur.
Hand over the Madeira Mori or I'll take it.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Come, let's see which of us lives to tell this tale.
I'm fairly sure it'll be me, but...
secrets of Aetherius will be mine.
That was probably overkill. It's a little. We're done here.
Return. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what news?
Unikar is dead, and I have the Melee Amora.
Remarkable. I'm not easily impressed, but you've done it. And Urikantar disappoints to the bitter end. Such a waste.
I was glad I was here to help.
All that remains is to tend to the wounded and continue the research. With the Mora in hand and Urikantar dead, Isduin will soon be at peace. I'll see to it.
Alright, and that's actually where we're going to end off for this week. We'll pick up next week, and we will do this area right up in here. And we will do this, and then we'll continue our conquest of Aradon southward. I want to thank you for watching if you did, and I hope to catch you next time as we continue the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Thank you, and have a great day, everyone.